So hi all, welcome to our channel Data Mahadev. We also have a website with the same name, datamahadev.com, where you can read articles related to artificial intelligence, analytics, data science, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, and Python. And of course, if you're watching this, you must have visited our YouTube channel as well. So this is what it is. We have a YouTube channel as well. So this is what it is. And once again, thanks a lot if to all of those who attended the live streaming session. We will always be having a live stream every Sunday at 11 a.m. IST. And whatever the topic that will be covered, that will be announced one day before in a YouTube Shorts video. All right, so this is what it is. So in our previous videos, we have discussed about Python basics and its data structures. And from now onwards, we will be, of course, we will be continuing our last topic of the data structures, which is what? Which is your tuples. So this is what it is. If you want to basically know about dictionary, visit our dictionary tutor playlist. Just go to playlist of data structures in Python. Right, complete data structures in Python. Click on that, and you will find the entire playlist related to data structures in Python. All right. So let us start with what? Let us start with tuples. We have seen sets in Python. We have seen dictionaries in Python. We have seen lists in Python. Now is our time to do what? Now is our time to do the last of the data structures in Python, which is tuple. All right. So a list we saw was represented in what list? This is always remember this is what this is Jupyter notebooks we have opened through Anaconda. All right. So this is what it is. All right. Moving further ahead. A list was represented in what? List was represented in square brackets. All right. A dictionary was represented in what? Dictionary was represented in curly brackets. Set was also represented in curly brackets, but a set of sequential values were present inside a set. You run it and it will give you a set. All right, we can initialize the set with the help of what? Set and parenthesis. It will be what? It will be set. All right. Now tuple. How is tuple represented? Tuple is represented in parenthesis or C-shaped brackets. Tuple is represented in parenthesis or C-shaped brackets. So if you run this, it will give you what? It will give you a tuple. So this is what it is. It is an empty tuple. It is an empty tuple now. In the back in the day, back in 2019 or 18, before COVID happened, so a question was very popular. What question was popular? Differentiate between, excuse me, differentiate between list and tuple, list versus tuple. So a very common question answer to this question was what? Very common answer to this question was that lists are mutable while tuple are immutable. That means that is lists can be changed, but a tuple can never be changed. A tuple can never be changed. So this is what it is. Very common answer. Lists, we can change lists with the help of certain functions. We can change dictionaries. We can change sets with the help of certain functions. We can update set, can update the all the other data structures, but we cannot what? We cannot update tuples. All right. So we'll have a look at it. We'll have a look at it. Let me just write it in Markdown. All right, write this note in Markdown. So this is what it is. All right. Differentiate between list versus tuple. So this is what it is. All right. So let us have a look at tuple. So A is equal to, so basically tuple has no functions. All right. So tuple only has properties. So we look at certain properties of that. Tuples cannot be changed. So we look at certain properties. We look at how to do basically certain and how our tuples handle, how our values accessed inside a tuple, how to loop through a tuple. We'll see all of this. All right. So let us see what? Let us see 5, 2, 7, 4, 1, and let us print its type. It will be called as what? Tuple. All right, 5, comma 2, comma 7, comma 4, comma 1. All right, now another property of tuple is if you write a is equal to 5, comma 2, comma 7, comma 4, comma 1 and type a. So this will also, if you don't write any parenthesis, if you don't write any C-shaped brackets, it will give you what? It will give you as type tuple. It will give you as type tuple. So this is what it is. All right, if you do not in tuple, you do not need to write the C-shaped brackets. Even then, it is going to give you what? Even then, it is going to give you a tuple. All right, to know the length of the tuple, you can write a. Now, if I want to, let's say, add an element inside a tuple, if I want to add an element inside a tuple, so how will I do that? Let's write a dot append. All right, write, let's say 6. So it is going to give me what? Error. Remember what I said earlier? Earlier I said what? That tuple cannot be updated. Lists are mutable, that is, lists can be changed. Tuples are immutable. Tuple, if we also try extend or if we try update, again it will throw me in. And if we try, let's say, update error, all right, if we try add error. So tuples cannot be updated. Yes, tuples indexing can happen in tuples. Indexing can happen in tuples. Let's say I want to check the indexing of 5. Check the indexing 5. 5 is at which position? 0th position, a of 0, 5. So this is what it is, all right. So this is what it is. Now if I write a dot index 5, this will also work. It will give me what? It will give me 0. But that is 5 is at the 0th position. If I write a dot index as 4, it will give me 3. Now if I write sum a, it is also going to give me what? Sum of all the sum of elements of tuple. So this is what it is. The type command will work, the a dot index function will work, so and the sum function will also work. But till now, what we have seen, we have only seen how to basically know the position of the tuple, how to know the position of an element, how to know on which position what element is there. All right, we have seen that how to basically calculate the sum. We haven't seen anything till now that can change our tuple. We haven't seen anything till now that can change our tuple. So this is and we won't even see because tuples are what? Immutable. Lists are mutable. That means lists can be changed. List dictionary sets can be changed. Tuples cannot be changed. All right. So this is what it is. All right. Moving ahead further. Let's say I have three elements. Let's say a comma b comma c. All right. So let's say I have a tuple A, all right, and B, comma C, comma D, comma E, comma F. I have five different elements, and I keep them equivalent to A. B, comma C, comma D, comma E, comma F, and I keep them equivalent to A. So what will happen is that the value of B will go in 5, the value of C will go in 2, the value of D will go in 7, which is this. The value of E will go in 4, which is this. The value of f will go in 1, which is this. So that's how it had five elements. We created five new variables, separated them with commas and kept it equivalent to what? Kept it equivalent to a. And we got 52741. So this is what it is. That's how we get what? That's how we get tuple. We basically break a tuple into several variables. All right. So that's how we break a variable. All right. We can also perform just like in lists we did, we can also perform slicing and dicing in tuples. Let's create another tuple. Let's say 5, comma 2, comma 7, comma 4, comma 1, comma 8, comma 11, comma 15, comma 17, comma 25. All right. We have how many elements? We have 10 elements. Let's print the tuple. Now let us do what? Let us do the slicing, dicing part. Slicing and dicing part. We can slice and dice a tuple. Let's say we want what? We want from 7 to 15. All right, so what we'll do is that 7 is at what position? 7 is at second position starting from 0. All right, so second position, 7 is there. Slice. If you want to refer slicing and dicing, refer our slicing and dicing video. All right, of lists. You will better understand that. So 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, in slicing and dicing, we need to write one vari if we want to print till 15, we need to write what the position of 8, which is 17. On eighth position, we have 17. All right, I'm sorry, B. It will be B 17. So it will exclude 17 and print 15. This is what the rule of slicing is. We can also perform dicing. That means skipping one element and printing the second, skipping one element, printing the second. That is print 7, 1, and 11. So this is what, as you can see, 7, 1, 11. So this is what it is. We can also do this in tuples. We can also loop through tuples. Looping through a tuple. Looping through a tuple. All right. So let us loop through a tuple for x in B. Print x. So that's how we loop through a tuple. What it will do, loop is an iterative process. If you want to know what for loops is all about, you can go where you can basically go check our for loops video in the I box shown in the top right corner. All right, so this is what it is. This is how we loop. So this is what it is. A loop through a tuple. All right. Let us do what? Let us create a tuple once again. Of course, we are talking about tuple, so we'll create a tuple. Let us create a tuple mouse. All right. Comma, let's say 9, comma. Let's talk about a list inside a tuple. 3, comma 6. All right. Let us tell what type it is. It is a type what? It is a type tuple. All right. Cool. Now let us do what? Let us access values of tuple. A0 is what? Mouse. Cool. Now A01 is what? O. Why is it showing O? Let us have a look at it. So A0 is your this element. Which element? Mouse element. A0 is your mouse element. And if you want to access the values within a tuple, let's say M, O, U, S, E, let's say I want to access O. So I'll write what I'll write. And we already have 0. A0 is mouse. We'll write in other square brackets and write 1 over here. As I said earlier, I want to access what? I want to access O of mouse. So A01, it will give me what? O. Now let us try 0, comma 1. It will give us an error. So don't try 0, comma 1. Try discretely. Let us say I want to access S. So let us access S. 3, 0. It's 11. Remember this mouse M also starts from 0. So we'll do what? Right? 3. So this is one. Now let us try changing the value. Let us try changing the value. Let us write a T over here. It will give us an error. So we cannot change the elements of a tuple. All right. So this is what it is. We cannot change the elements of a tuple. I'm repeating it once again because they are immutable. So this is what it is. All right. Let us print A once again. Now there is a list inside a tuple. All right. Let us access that 3, comma 6. Now on the 0th position is what? On the 0th position is your 3 and on the 1th position is what? Is your 6. Now I want to change the value of 6 to 60. Yes, this will change. Why? Because a list inside a tuple can be changed. A list inside a tuple can be changed. So this is what it is. So that is what it is. All right. Any doubts, please feel free to ask in the comments box, or you can write to us. And very soon, this Sunday, we will be having another project session related to machine learning. And maybe most probably next Saturday or Sunday, most probably next weekend, we will be having an entire class of Python data structures. All right, so this is what it is. And pretty soon we will be also conducting some deep learning sessions and some machine learning tutorials as well. So keep watching us, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing, so that not only you all benefit, others also benefit from you all. All right. Any doubts in Tuple, please feel free to ask. Thanks a lot, everyone. Keep watching.